teams that when the history books are referenced, their names populate virtually every page. Winged helmets, golden dome, and as always, when these two match up, legacy is on the line. Welcome to the Big House, Michigan Stadium. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. The returner will field it and bring it back. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So Michigan's offense will have the football first. Michigan really took it to Notre Dame the last time they met, and Hail to the Victors was playing loudly.
It was playing loudly, and they beat the snot out of the Irish. And the Irish better not forget that. And it was the physicality of Michigan taking over. And the Irish going to be ready today.
Yeah, Notre Dame was really upset. They just couldn't answer the bell. Everything seemed to snowball on them, one bad thing after another. They've got to be mentally tougher in this game.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Got a little grass. Pass to 50. Pass to 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays.
We've got 2 receivers playing in this game, 2 of the best in the entire country. 2 guys who had an opportunity to go to the next level, but they came back because they knew they had a chance to compete for a national championship. And now, David, we get this game where these guys are going to go head-to-head. They're seniors. They know the system. They have great chemistry with their quarterbacks, and they're ready to put on a show.
And if you don't think they're peeking over to the other side every time they're not on the field, you are absolutely wrong. This is that kind of showdown. This is draft stock jockeying, right? This is Bolitnikoff at the end of the season. They want to make a name for themselves. Who is the best wide receiver? No better opportunity than to do it head-to-head, and we got that stage today.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the running back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to pass. It's Ellington. Using the quick game. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The option, the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Flips it out in the flat. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. On the move. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And I tell you what, this freshman, he's built a little bit different, man. Like, this is a guy that likes to be down in the box, likes to come downhill, likes to tackle. Palmer, I've been really impressed. Watching him a week ago and watching him now, man, he is not afraid to get in there and hit somebody right in the mouth.
He reminds me in some ways of Caleb Downs, his true freshman year at Alabama. Just blowing up on the scene. He was probably the Crimson Tide's best defensive player as a true freshman and then transferred to Ohio State.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Extra point here will tie the game.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He's piled up 87 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. To the ground to try to move the chains. And this one's not going to work out either. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's 4th down. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. 4th down, Underwood. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more.
Might have a chance. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. See that maize in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get 1st downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
Just feeds the running back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on 1st down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The Fighting Irish call their 1st timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. They'll run for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Gets it to the back. Pulled down for the tackle.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Looking downfield, it's Ellington. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Michigan! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And it'll be... Back, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. They're down to one timeout left in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Got a wide open receiver. Off to the races to the right. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle. And that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he made the extra point without problem. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. The last two runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Ellington. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Back to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense, got him Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Play fake, Underwood. He turns that loose down the right side. He's got it right on the field. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Ellington. Here's the pressure. And he never had a chance.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half. But before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. And the Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Fires to the wideout. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So here comes the Michigan offense. They think there's room to run to the right here. There he goes. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He'll try it again, and they get him down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. To the air. It's Ellington. Under fire. Got him downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. There's some room. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up. And make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Now they'll run it to the right here. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Underwood. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll try the right side. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Wolverines have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Takes a handoff. It's Cross. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. On the ground with the counter. There's a crease. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Here's Underwood to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Marsh. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back. And they're believing.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Ellington. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Wolverines. Took it all the way back to the house. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, they're lighting up the scoreboard, guys, because this QB already has over 200 yards passing, and they're not going to stop at this point. They're having success. So the defense, somebody's got to step up and make a play the way that guy did just there. A ball thrown deep down the field. It's you versus the other guy. Who's going to win? Can the defense now turn this thing around?
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The corners are walked up tight. Scanning the field, it's Ellington. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Hey, man, I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Ball down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. They go play action. Bryce Underwood lets it fly. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They used a timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming.
Yeah, and they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Big first down sack for the defense, brings up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Maybe some room here. Inside the 30. Inside the to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5? The maize and blue asserting itself as they stretch this lead against the Irish.
Go Blue knew coming into this one they had to score and score early. Right now, they are playing with so much energy.
Yeah, they got the offense rolling. They got the momentum going. Notre Dame's going to have to do something quickly to change that.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he knows how to finish in style, a 66-yarder to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. To throw, it's Ellington. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding.
Could be an alley. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Keep it on the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. They believe they can run right here. He didn't make it. He's down at the 32, and that'll be 3 yards short of the line to gain and bring up fourth down. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. They boot it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. He wants to change this route. Play action with Underwood. He wants to take the top off. Makes a catch. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point is good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They don't play every year, but